Officials expect lots of people to hit the highways for the upcoming New Year's weekend.
Colder temperatures headed to East Alabama as we end the work week. We'll have the complete forecast details for all of East Alabama coming up.
Coming up in sports, we preview all of the East Alabama Holiday Hoops Classic tournaments. We also talk about the ASWA First Team All-State players in football right here in East Alabama. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Mike Stedham. Katie Edwards has the evening off. Drivers in East Alabama should expect more cars, trucks, and SUVs on I-20 during the coming days. That's because this year's holiday travel period will continue through Monday and is expected to be the second busiest since 2000. That's according to the AAA. The auto organization estimates that travel would increase by 23% on I-20 for motorists traveling between Augusta and Atlanta. That's the nearest section of the roadway for which the organization predicts travel flow. Alabama State Trooper Justin O'Neill is a public affairs officer for Troop G, which covers Birmingham and Jacksonville. He said residents could do their part to help officers get through the busier than usual holiday traffic season in the Heflin and Oxford areas and beyond.
As far as we're concerned, we're out here for the citizens of Alabama and everybody traveling through Alabama. Just be patient with these other drivers. If you feel like you're getting frustrated, pull off, get some gas, take a break for a minute, take a breather. Make sure that your car's fully fueled up. Make sure you've got, anything and everything that you might need that just in case you break down on the side of the roadway. If you do break down on the side of the roadway, feel free to call your local trooper post in the area, and we'll be happy to send somebody out to give you some assistance.
AAA predicts 103.6 million travelers will use Alabama roadways during the holiday period, marking a 1.8% increase over the last year. When we return, the city of Anniston has had a busy year.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
In 2022, the city of Anniston adopted a comprehensive plan for growth, and many of those goals have now been achieved. Anniston Public Relations Director Jackson Hodges says that among the noteworthy accomplishments of the past 2 years, the city has issued 820 new business licenses. It's approved 1,585 construction permits worth more than $70 million, creating 905 new jobs with an economic impact of $112 million for the city's economy. Meanwhile, more than 20,000 visitors have attended downtown events, and more than $6.7 million worth of private property improvements have been made throughout Main Street, Anniston. The city has completed 8 playground, park, and recreational space upgrades, and it's demolished more than 70 blighted structures. In the coming year, the council hopes to complete the renovation of the old federal courthouse on Noble Street and move city offices into that building, making it the new Anniston City Hall. Piedmont police say one person was killed on Christmas afternoon in a 2-car accident on Jug Hollow Road. The victim was identified as 78-year-old Claude William Hurd. Police say that the car he was driving collided with another vehicle around 2 p.m. on Monday. The cause of that accident is still under investigation. When we come back, Anniston's homeless population will have hot meals and a warm place to sleep during the upcoming cold weather.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Beginning tonight, the Bridge Warming Shelter in Anniston will be opening at 5 each evening and closing each morning at 8 through Monday morning. The extended hours are the result of the weekend's weather forecast, which is calling for extended periods of cold temperatures. The organizers of Meals at the Bridge are asking for help from the community. Currently, the shelter feeds about 45 people at each dinner and breakfast each day, and a number of churches, families, businesses, and other groups have already signed up for some of these meals. Anyone willing to help may offer to volunteer on the Bridge's Facebook page. And speaking of those cold temperatures, let's find out how cold it's going to get from John Holder, who's standing by in the EAN Weather Center.
Mike, a pretty bland weather pattern coming up, some cold temperatures, but no rain in the forecast. We will break down the forecast for the end of the work week and the weekend coming up next.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
The proverbial mix of clouds and sunshine today across East Alabama. Temperatures about where they should be for this time of year, both for daytime highs and nighttime lows. 57 for the high, right around the average. 37 for the low this morning. Again, right around the average for this time of year. Record high temperatures 76 back in 2015. The record low temperature 18 degrees. The sun rising at 6:47 tomorrow morning, and the sun setting this evening. The days are now getting longer instead of shorter. 4:43 now, your sunset time coming up tonight. Weather on your street on a Wednesday night. Let's take you to Coleman Road in Golden Springs area of Anniston. 33 tonight, mostly cloudy skies. Those skies have been clouding up as we move through the day, and it's going to be cold tonight. A cold, kind of dreary night coming up this evening across East Alabama, with temperatures getting close to freezing overnight. Coming up tomorrow, plenty of sunshine. That's not the problem if you're out on Clinton Drive in the Alexandria Valley. But the temperatures tomorrow, and we're being optimistic here, only 50 for the high tomorrow, well below the average, and we may see some folks staying in the 40s for most of the day coming up on your Thursday. For the start of the weekend, as we head into the Friday, Saturday time frame, lower temperatures. That is going to be the theme. Over in Ranburne on Georgia Avenue, temperatures dropping from the 50s tomorrow to the 40s for highs on both Friday and Saturday. Again, no rain in the forecast, but we're going to be well below normal for temperatures coming up for the next several days. Here is the 7-day forecast. Really no rain in the forecast at all to speak of, so our dry weather continues. But look at these temperatures way below the average. 47 for the high on Friday, 48 for the high on Saturday. Nighttime lows getting back down to freezing or below on both of those mornings. Another cold morning on Sunday morning. And then we begin the new year. It looks like it's going to be cold, about 32 degrees coming up Sunday night as we ring in 2024 and ring out 2023. During the day on Monday for New Year's Day, about a 1 in 3 chance of a small shower. No big deal with that. And temperatures will slowly begin to moderate. for 2024. As we head into the new year, you'll see some low 50s, not a big difference here, and then you're going to see some more cold nights coming. Coldest night looks like actually next Tuesday, New Year's night, and heading into Tuesday morning of next week, we're going to be back down in the low 20s again. So across the board for the next several days, temperatures are going to be well below the average for this time of year. And we look at those temperatures coming up, and you see this coming up for Thursday again. These are high temperatures. Our normal high, as you saw, is about 55 degrees. We're going to be in the mid-40s up in northwest Alabama, even below average down in Montgomery and places like that in Selma, as we'll be in the low 50s. Here in East Alabama, 49 in Gadsden, 50 in Anniston. That's the high. We'll only touch that briefly. Most of the day tomorrow, we will be in the 40s. I'll be back here with you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for a fresh, brand new breakfast forecast to get your Thursday started. And then I'll be back here tomorrow evening for EAN Local News. We'll have the complete weekend forecast for all of East Alabama. It's sports time next. Holidays mean hoop time coming up in high school basketball. Namath Pitts is next with all the details. Namath?
Thanks, John. Christmas has come and gone, which means holiday hoops tournaments are starting all across East Alabama. We have the preview of all East Alabama basketball games taking place this evening. Let's start in Class 6A with the Oxford Yellow Jacket girls. The Oxford Yellow Jacket girls are playing up at the Athens Christmas Classic. Their opponent is to be determined, as some opponents will be, as you see, because again, they're playing in bracket plays at these tournaments. So their opponent is dependent on another game. So right now, the Yellow Jackets, not sure who they're playing, but they will know by the time they hit the court tonight. The Oxford Yellow Jackets at Athens, playing at Athens High School, but their opponent is to be determined. The next game is, well, one that is already predetermined. It's a matchup between Walter Welborn and the Gaston Bulldogs. This game will be in Welborn's Waldrop Gym. Walter Welborn hosting 2 games over this Christmas break right here at home. This is one of those against the Gaston Bulldogs. Coach Lumpkin's team, Coach Dempsey's team, both at home. Or excuse me, this is just Coach Lumpkin, just the boys. No boys and girls, just the boys. Welborn boys are at home against Gaston. This is girls action for Coach Eddie Bullock and the Anniston Bulldogs. They are at home tonight facing Bessemer City. Bessemer City making the trip from, well, you guessed it right, Bessemer. And they're going to face the Anniston Bulldogs. Coach Eddie Bullock's team still perfect. 0 losses on the year. They are on a mission to win a Class 4A state championship, and they have as good of a team as anybody to do it. They're at home tonight against Bessemer City. Also at home tonight is the Coosa Christian Conquerors. This is a Class 1A game. It's boys and girls. It's at Coosa Christian. This is a game that was supposed to be played earlier. Going to remake it right here during the football playoffs. That's why the Jacksonville Christian, the Thunder, are on the road tonight as Coach Tommy Miller's team and the girls also head up to Coosa Christian in Gaston to face the Conquerors. The Piedmont girls, again, are playing in a holiday tournament. Their holiday tournament is at Galesville. Their opponent is to be determined. So for Coach Morrow and the Piedmont Bulldogs, they wait to figure out who they are playing, but they are playing in a holiday hoops tournament at Galesville tonight. And the final game is Coach Bo Wynn in Cleveland County. They've played twice this season. Cleveland County won once. Weaver won once. So they've got a season split right now. But they're playing in one of the biggest hoops class tournaments you can find during the holiday season at Cleveland County. It's the Cleveland County Holiday Hoops Classic individual or invitational. And again, Coach Bo Wynn and Weaver plus the girls squad as well are at Cleveland County, where the boys and girls are both facing Cleveland County tonight. The Alabama Sports Writers Association All-State High School football teams were announced, and several East Alabama players finished first-team All-State in their classification. The ASWA first-team quarterback in Class 4A is Jim Ogles. He had an historic year and finished it by signing to play college football at Louisiana Monroe for the Warhawks. His teammate, Kedrick Fisher, also made first-team All-State at wide receiver. We move down, staying in 4A Region 4, the Anniston Bulldogs. Jaden J. Money Lewis is first-team All-State defensive back. There's Jaden J. Money Lewis right there. Again, he is first-team All-State defensive back for the Anniston Bulldogs, who is still not determined where he will play college football. Let's move to Class 3A2 Piedmont Bulldogs. Let's start with Piedmont's Chance Murphy, who is first-team All-State defensive line for the Bulldogs. Also making first-team All-State, as you see in this picture with Jonathan Miller, is Luke Reinhardt. He is first-team All-State linebacker, again representing the Piedmont Bulldogs. And the lone Class 2A is Ranburn's Briley Cash. Played a little quarterback, played a little place kicker. He is first team All-State as a place kicker in Class 2A. That's it for EA and Local Sports. Let's go back over to Mike.
Thanks for that update, Namath, and thank you for watching us today. You can find us here online every weekday on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, and on our website, eastalabamanow.com. Just go to our video feed and watch us whenever it's convenient for you. We'll see you back here Thursday for your news on your schedule.